OMG, Casey! Guess what just happened to me? You'll never believe it.
What? You've just discovered the joys of moisturizer? Because I really hope that's why you're so excited. Your skin could really do with it.
What? No. Darren's just proposed to me! Isn't that great?
You're engaged?
Yeah! I'm so happy right now. I literally can't stop smiling.
Uh-huh. That's great.
Geez, I thought you'd be a little bit more excited for me. I mean, it's not every day that your little sister gets engaged, you know?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed.
Huh? Annoyed? Why?
Well, let's face it. I'm so much prettier and smarter and generally just better than you. So how come you're the one who's getting engaged and I'm still single?
Well, maybe it has something to do with that terrible attitude of yours. I don't think any man wants to be with someone who's so big-headed and enjoys putting other people down to try and make themselves feel better. I mean, I've literally just told you that I'm going to be getting married and all you can think about is yourself. It's so selfish of you. I thought that you'd be happy for me. Instead, it almost seems like you'd rather I'd not be engaged at all.
Well, to be honest, yeah, I'd rather you weren't engaged. As the little sister, you really should have waited until I was married before you did anything. I mean, it's only polite to do so. It's almost like you're trying to rub it in my face that you're getting married before me. As the more successful and older sister, you really should have talked to me first, before anything happened. I'm kind of hurt that you didn't.
Are you serious? You seriously think that I should have asked your permission to get engaged, just so that you wouldn't feel bad? That is so self-centered of you.
Well, why else would you tell me that you're engaged?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I wanted to share one of the biggest days of my life with my sister? You know, I don't even know why I bother. You couldn't even be bothered to meet my partner. You still don't know what he looks like. Honestly, I thought that this might make you open your eyes and decide to be a nice big sister for a change. To actually support me in something that is incredibly important to me. Guess I was wrong about that.
Well, excuse me for not being ecstatic that my little sister is getting married before me. And no, I haven't been bothered to get to know your partner because I really couldn't care less what he was like. I bet he's just some mediocre, ugly loser who works a dead-end office job and earns like $15,000 a year. Why would I want to associate myself with someone so low-class like that? I'm a doctor, Lucy. I have standards. Something you apparently don't have. I mean, what kind of name is Darren anyway?
You know what? Whatever. Forget I even said anything. In fact, forget that I'm even getting married because you're definitely not invited to the wedding.
What?
If you're too good to even meet my fiancé and get to know him, why should I invite you to a wedding that, in your words, is just going to be filled with low-class people anyway?
Fine then. You're doing me a favor by not making me be there. I won't have to be bored all night long with a bunch of idiots hitting on me.
As if they'd hit on you.
Besides, I bet you're just scared that I'll show you up on your wedding day. That I'm going to look so much better than you that everybody's eyes will be on me and not you. Hey, you're probably scared that even your fiancé will want to be with me as soon as he sees me, and that he'd ditch you in a heartbeat for me. Maybe I should come, just to see that happen. It would be hilarious.
He would never do that. He loves me. Besides, you might look pretty, but as soon as you opened your mouth, he'd see just how ugly you actually are, and he'd run a mile in the opposite direction just to get away from you.
Ugh, well, you're stupid.
Great comeback.
Shut up! I'm done talking to you. I hope your wedding is awful and that everything bad that can happen does.
Thanks, Casey. And I hope that I never have to see your face again, because you're definitely not my sister with how horrible you've acted basically my entire life. I don't need someone as vile as you in my life.
Well, I don't need some needy, bratty little sister who's always hogging everyone's attention in my life.
Hogging everyone's attention? Seriously? That's you.
Whatever. Leave me alone.
Gladly.
Lucy, how dare you?
Mom?
How could you do that to your sister? How could you be so horrible and thoughtless?
What are you on about?
You're getting married! How dare you?
You're not seriously angry that I'm getting married, are you? You're my mom. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Well, you thought wrong. What you're doing is so incredibly horrible to your sister. I demand you call the wedding off immediately. You need to wait until Casey is married first. Only then can you even think about it yourself. You're the younger sister, so you need to do as me and your big sister say.
No, I'm not going to call off my wedding simply because you and Casey are acting insane. I don't have to listen to either of you, and I certainly don't have to wait to get married until Casey has. What I do with my life is entirely up to me.
Why, you ungrateful little girl. Look, your sister has you beat in every aspect. However, if you get married before her, then all you're doing is making her look bad. Like she can't get a husband. I don't want that happening. Understood? The only reason why she hasn't got a husband yet is because she's been focusing on her career as a doctor. It's incredibly difficult work, and she's needed to give all of her attention to it. She shouldn't be punished for doing that. After all, what have you done with your life, huh? You're nothing but a failed painter with nothing to show for it. So just accept that you're nothing compared to her. Call off the wedding and let your sister do what she needs to, okay? Maybe you could even introduce your fiancé to Casey. I'm sure they hit it off. I mean, she has the looks and the brains for it. Surely he wouldn't be able to resist her charms.
No, that's not happening. And unless you have something nice to say to me, don't bother talking to me again. God, I can't believe it's taken me this long to see just how toxic you both are. I mean, I always knew that you preferred Casey over me, but to this extent? It's ridiculous. I'll tell you what I told Casey. Don't bother coming to my wedding because you're not invited. I'm just thankful that my mother-in-law is so much nicer than you.
Well, she must be an idiot then not to see just how pathetic you are. I don't even want to come to your wedding if it's full of morons who actually like you.
Nice, Mom. Real nice. I'm done with both you and Casey. Have a nice life, because I definitely won't be keeping in touch.
Likewise.
Hey, Mom, can you actually believe that Lucy seriously hasn't invited us to her wedding?
I know, right? I mean, how ungrateful can you get? I brought her into this world.
I haven't even met her fiancé.
Me neither.
Well, shouldn't we get to have a say about who she's marrying? She is my little sister and your youngest daughter, after all. We should be making sure that whoever she's marrying actually knows what he's getting into, and that I'm still available if he'd rather be with someone much better.
LOL, that's true. Maybe you should make a surprise appearance. Just to make sure that everything goes well, you know? Wouldn't want something bad to happen on her wedding day.
Oh, totally. And if I just so happen to show up in a wedding dress that's much nicer than hers, well, it's just an accident. No one told me that I couldn't wear it.
LOL. Oh, you should totally do that. It would be so hilarious. And if I just accidentally managed to ruin her dress by spilling something on it, well, it's just an accident, isn't it?
Too true. Okay, so it's sorted? We're actually going to do this?
Definitely. It will teach her to try and show you up. I'll have to remember to bring my camera so I can take a photo of her face when she realizes what's happening.
If you do that, then I might just have to have it printed out for myself.
Okay then. I guess I'll see you there.
OMG, Lucy? How could you? Why didn't you tell me who you were marrying? Oh God, I'm so embarrassed. Not to mention that my job is basically over. I can't believe what just happened. Lucy, you need to answer me right now. I need you to set things right for me.
Huh? Casey? Why would I do that? I mean, you literally just showed up at my wedding wearing a wedding dress to try and show me up. Why would I help someone who was actively trying to ruin the most special day of my life?
Because you never told me that you were marrying my boss. If I had known that, I never would have done anything like this.
No. Instead, you just have tried to steal him from me, right?
Honestly, yes, I would have. You don't deserve to be with someone like him. He's cute and incredibly wealthy because his dad owns a series of hospitals, one of which I work at. How on earth did you even meet him, let alone get him to fall in love with you?
I met him when I injured myself about a year ago. I had to go and get stitches at the hospital, and he was the one who took care of me. We began talking, and after I was discharged, we decided to go on a date. Things just went from there.
Well, why didn't you tell me that was who you were marrying?
I asked if you wanted to meet him. You said that you couldn't be bothered. I figured, why should I continue to tell you anything about my life when you clearly didn't care?
But now I've made a complete fool out of myself by turning up in a wedding dress at my boss's wedding. Everyone's going to think that I'm some stupid idiot. Either that or a really horrible sister.
Well, they wouldn't be wrong on either accounts, would they?
Lucy, this isn't funny. You need to sort this out with them. Tell him that it was just a joke or something. That you dared me to do it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make excuses and save your backside when you had every intention of ruining my wedding. You've been nothing but horrible to me my entire life, And now it looks like karma's finally got you back.
I could lose my job.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
Oh God, the owner of the hospital is calling me. This is bad.
Oh, my new father-in-law? He's a nice man. Fair and doesn't take any rubbish from anyone. Good luck trying to wriggle your way out of this one.
Lucy!
I've got a wedding reception to get to, so I'm going to go. Oh, before I do you reckon Mom would give me the photo she got of your face when you realized what was happening? I bet it's hilarious.
This isn't funny.
Yeah, it kind of is. Anyway, my new husband is calling me, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my day with the man that I love. Have a nice life, Casey, because this is the last time I'm going to talk to you after what you and Mom tried to do today. Goodbye.
No, wait, Lucy. This is your fault, so you need to sort it out. Please.
The rest of my wedding went on without any hiccups. It was one of the best days of my life for many reasons. Not only did I get to marry the man that I love, but my sister and my mom both got what they deserved for all the times they were so vile to me. Casey was fired from her job at the hospital as, unsurprisingly, she should have actually been at work the day that she crashed my wedding. She had lied about being ill to take the day off, something that her boss was definitely not pleased about. As for my mom, she was so humiliated that she couldn't go out without one of her friends commenting on her behavior and what had happened. They all sided with me and told her that what she tried to do was completely disgusting. Casey is currently looking for a new job, but considering that all of the major hospitals in the area belong to my husband's father, it's not going as well as she'd like. As for me, I'm living happily with my new husband, and we're even expecting our first baby. We honestly couldn't be happier.